Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I thought I would talk to you about two apps that I use to help me that have helped me in my reading journey. So the first one is going to be Scribd and the second is Goodread. Now, first let me talk about Goodread, right? Goodread is just a list of books. You go on and you can either search for whatever title you want, the author you want, the number that the book is so that you can get the correct book, and just create a list. You can put the favorite genres that you want, or they can recommend to you what you can look for, but you can't read the books on there. It's just a list for your sake to keep to have whatever you want, right? But then with Scribd, and I recently learned about Scribd actually. Scribd, I did a trial and error period between Scribd and actually Audible. And I happen to like Scribd better because with Audible, yes, you pay whatever, either the, what is it, like $7.99, $9.99, and you get all the Audible books that are Audible original you can listen to, and then you get 1 credit a month where you can purchase any book that you want, but then that's one book. And then you still have to buy other books, including paying that monthly subscription. But when I came across Scribd, I found out that I can pay the $10.99 and get any book that they have on their app included in that $10. And that's why I use Scribd. And these are Audible books too. They also have PDF versions, they have magazines, like it's podcasts, whatever you're looking for, right? But the difference also is with Scribd, they don't have the big name brands, big titles. Like I looked up Twilight, I couldn't find it. I looked up The Fault in Our Stars, I couldn't find that. Like any of the well-known books that people are looking for now, they're not on there because I guess that's like you should go and buy it if you really want to listen to it. Where that's where you would go to Audible for it, and then you can get to buy it and keep it. But with Scribd, it's more of the laid back books, the books that you don't really hear about. Like if you just want to have a good read or a good something to listen to, then Scribd is the way to go. Because like I'm always looking for something new that I can listen to. I don't have to listen to the whole series of Twilight. Like I can go and listen to, what was the recent one I did? I am doing, oh, I did the Fire Prophecy. That was a like 6 book series that I found that I would never have heard of if I didn't see Scribd. So like books like that, like I wouldn't have found that just like going into a library. You never know what you're gonna see, but if you find it and you like it, you'll take it home. But also the thing with me was if I don't like a book, like let's say okay, I have the Audible and I buy this book and like you can't return it, or they have a policy of like if you're returning things constantly, they're gonna look at your account and be like, why are you returning things? So let's say I buy a book, I listen to the first chapter, let's say, and I don't like it. I'm stuck with the book. But when I was with Scribd, or when I am with Scribd, I'm finding that if I don't like a book, I'm just going to take it off of my read list and call it a day and look for another book, and I have the whole collection to pick from. So that's what I did. So for me to even keep track of this, that's why I talked about doing Goodread. So when I first started Goodread, I think I started it back in 2012, 2011. And I have it here on my phone. I only read like one book because I'm looking in like my year of books section. So yeah, I only read one. The next year I did 17. The next year I did 2. The year after that I did 2. And then the year after that I did 9. So it went up and down, and that was mainly because I think I was reading books more in the summertime because that's when I had the time to read them. Whereas being in school, I gotta pay attention to class, and taking out a book and reading it is like I would have to read it at the lunch table after I'm eating because I'm not talking to anybody, or time would just pass by and it's like I can't get to the library, no one's gonna drive me. So I wish I found Scribd sooner, honestly. And books that I've also been interested in. I've always been interested in books, but books like Don't Die, My Love. These were summer reading books, or Say Goodnight, Gracie, or The Antibodies. Like, these are physical books that I've had, ones especially for summer reading. Like, you gotta buy the book, right? But now, as I've grown older, I've gotten more into business books, right? And the biggest thing is to read 15 minutes a day, 15 to 30 minutes a day. And life is getting crazy, right? I have physical books like Think and Grow Rich, The Go Giver, Household Gold, The Magic of Thinking Big. Like, so many books have come through, but it's like I only have a certain selection, and how can I read all of these books and still have time for other things? And it felt like I was getting drained. So coming across Scribd has helped me to raise that. So let me tell you that this year, okay, the year before that, I only read, which was 2020, of course, the time of crisis that we're still in. I was only able to read 8 books, and that was with the help of my sister, because she bought a few books, the series of The Selection, The Crown, The Heir, like the whole thing she bought. And I was thankful for that, because then that got me back into reading, because I actually stopped for a few years because I was just too busy with college to get through. But now this year, ever since finding Scribd, I've been doing Scribd for, I want to say, 3 months now. I can tell you that I have now reached 62 books so far. And that's just by listening to them every day. And I'm able to, when I'm at work, especially, it's like I read a book a day. And it's changed so much. Like, I have a better mindset too, because those business books, they weren't on. I remember when I told you I was first starting with Audible. So Audible only had a few selective books. So when I switched to Scribd, every month they change it. So it gives me, like, I would see books, but then it would diminish because, like, I'm reading a book a day. And I'm like, I'm not finding anymore. And then I'm seeing new books come in, but they're not coming in until like December 2nd was the latest update. So then December 2nd came, and I'm like, oh my God, there's so many books. And then I'm finding my business book. I found Eat That Frog, or what is it? Let me actually go on the app right now. Eat That Frog. What else did I read? Everyone Communicates, Few Connects, Emotional Intelligence, and those are just business books. I also found Wonder. I heard so many people talk about that book. I've never read it or listened to it, and now I can read it, and it's actually a pretty interesting book. Also, Influencer and The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. Like, so many are here available for you with just $10 a month, and I couldn't be happier realizing that, hey, I can get back into reading, and I don't have to sit there and delegate my time, because I'm also, I want to say, a multitasker, even though there are debates out there saying that you can't multitask. You're either focused on one and like mindlessly doing the other. So that's a good thing to do at work, because at work, once you get used to what you're doing, it's like, I'm just sitting here. So instead of wasting that time, just like in a car, you're listening to music, right? Instead of listening to music, why not pop in a book, pop in an audio? So that's just my, again, TED Talk for today. I've said this in another video on my gaming channel, if you want to go check that out. But yeah, that's it. I just wanted to let you guys know about Scribd and see what it can do for you and how it could change your life as well. So thanks for watching. See y'all in the next video. Bye.